All right, joining me with reaction, we have former economic advisor to President Reagan, Mr. Art Laffer, along with former economic advisor to President Obama, Austan Goolsbee. Gosh, I've been looking forward to this conversation all day. Good to see both of you guys and to have both your viewpoints on right now. I'm going to give the floor first to you, Austan, because I want your reaction to, I would say, the positive news we're getting out of Germany. They're maybe looking at 0% tariffs, and we in kind would do the same. And I would just say, can we not just do that everywhere? 0% all around the world.
Well, I mean, that'd be great if they could enact that, which is right now a proposal on a very tailored one product, and we could move toward low tariffs on everyone. That would be outstanding. In case we aren't paying attention, that's the opposite of what is occurring. You saw Secretary Ross say something that I found quite vexing, that if you see action, then it means that tariffs are working. They're proposing tariffs on our military allies. You are seeing action. The action you are seeing is our allies levying retaliatory tariffs on us. And that's going to be quite damaging for American consumers. Now, Art and I disagree about a lot of things, but
it's
we're
still
friends,
early
but I think
inning.
we're going to agree that tariffs are bad.
Art for sure agrees with you. This might be 2 against 1 here. I don't like tariffs either. Let me just get that out in the open. But I sure don't like the idea that China, or anyone else for that matter, is charging more in the way of tariffs than we are. And I'd like to see some fairness. Now, before Art tells me all the reasons why it shouldn't matter, and I know you're prepared, let me just ask you your reaction here to what the German automakers are saying.
Well, I like the German automakers wanting to reduce their tariffs to 0. I think that's great. I mean, what the president said when he left the G7, if you'll remember, Trish, he said, why don't we just all, I'm willing to agree right now, U.S. tariffs all to 0 if all of you will go to 0. The answer wasn't yes by the others, by the way. But, you know, and Reagan, by the way, was very embarrassed by the specific tariffs he put on Japan, on chips and on steel. And he said, why should we be embarrassing one of our major allies? You know, this is not the right battle to fight, and I think it would be great if other countries reduce their tariffs, and Trump may just be doing the right thing and getting that.
So you think a little bit of posturing here?
I think he's posturing a lot.
Okay. So the goal here ultimately would be, yeah, to get everybody in a lower tariff environment. And as Austan says, that would be wonderful. Also, Austan, what about, and you know, I spoke recently, about 4 weeks ago, with Bob Rubin about this very topic. And we ran some of the sound in yesterday's show, because he was saying, you know, yeah, it's serious what China's doing. They are stealing our intellectual property. We have allowed it to happen. So what do we do about that, Austan, if it's not in the way of, say, threatening tariffs? I mean, how do we get them to stop stealing?
Look, in the same, here's what you do. You start by, if you're trying to lose weight, you don't chop off your feet to lose weight. And if you are trying to get the Chinese to reduce their stealing of intellectual property, you go get all your allies and you together confront China, and you give them a specific battle plan, let's call it, where you say, together we're going to impose the following penalties unless you take the following actions. We haven't done any of those things. And in fact, we've launched trade wars against our allies, Canada, Germany. We've threatened Japan. We've threatened South Korea. The very countries that we would need to try to convince the Chinese to do that, we have alienated. And I actually think it's more likely that China itself is going to go to our allies and convince them to join China in filing a grievance against the United States.
And you know this as well as I do. We are the world's biggest consumer. So right now we have some leverage. I don't know if we're going to have that same leverage 10 years from now. I mean, Art, you look at the trajectory of China, and it's doing phenomenally well. I mean, you fast forward, if we are not careful, and if we don't continue growing, we run the risk that they take over the world effectively as the world's #1 economy.
I don't think that's going to be true, Trish, by any means. I mean, their markets are way down relative to our market over the last 5 years. I mean, it's a collapse there. What they, it's much easier developing your country with other people's technology than it is actually developing the technologies yourself. And that type of growth that China is having right now, I think is going to taper off dramatically.
Well, we keep saying that, but I'll tell you, Art, you talk to any private equity banker out there, and the private equity guys are saying they've got to go up against all this Chinese money right now that's pouring into tech companies here that are trying to get scooped up
Trish,
by the Chinese.
Trish, let me ask you, Trish, how does putting tariffs on Canadian steel and West German products help us convince China to stop stealing our intellectual property? It doesn't make any sense.
No, I hear you on that, and that they're two separate issues. But I would say, what are we supposed to roll over and take it? It's fine for Canada to be able to gouge, prices to their consumers, thereby making it less likely for Canadian consumers to buy things like American dairy. I mean, that's not fair. That's not right. And at some point, somebody's got to stand for something.
Trish, we had a Trans-Pacific
Okay, hang on, Austin, and then you're going to have your shot. I promise, Art.
Oh, it's not a shot.
There was a Trans-Pacific partnership in which Canada, Mexico, the U.S., and all the countries that were going to join that in the Pacific were going to dramatically reduce tariffs collectively.
Could it still happen?
And Donald Trump flushed that down the toilet.
Could it, I don't know, though. I mean, maybe it's the Donald Trump TPP 2.0 that comes back when it's all said and done. Go ahead, Art.
Well, I was very involved with TPP. I don't think it was a massive reduction of tariffs. All the non-tariff barriers in Japan were kept. Currency manipulation was taken off the table, not part of it. And China wasn't part of TPP as well. But what you look at with China, where do we really have leverage? They own $1.2 trillion of our national debt. They pay no interest whatsoever for the last 8 years. They've been lending us $1.2 trillion. They have huge amounts of investment in the United States. It's like a stock, Trish, that, if you buy a stock, the last thing you want to do is see that stock tank. And China really does not want to see the U.S. do badly. They really don't. They have all these investments here.
Well, I agree with you. They want to get repaid on their debt. It wouldn't be a good idea to see, your biggest client go down the tubes.
But that's where our leverage comes. It shouldn't be in tariffs. That's where our leverage comes with this, and I think that's the way to go. I think Austin's solution is a good one as well, trying to get all of our allies together on it. And being a Yaley that he is, and being a University of Chicago professor, and how can he be wrong? I mean, I'm a Yaley. I was a University of Chicago professor.
Did you go to Chicago too?
And a Yale guy.
Yes, we Yaleys and Chicago professors.
Okay, all right.